name was Rindercella. Now, Rindercella lived with her muggly other and her two sugly sisters in a large mansion. Rindercella worked very hard, frubbing slaws, emptying pospits and shiveling shot. At the end of the day, she was nearly racked. The sugly sisters were bite rugly. One was called Mary Hinge and the other was called Betty Swallocks. They were fairly horrible. In this same Cornfountry, there lived a very pransome Hince. And this pransome Hince was going to have a fancy fall. And he'd invited people from Riles and Mound, especially the pitch people. The sugly sisters had tickets to go to the ball, but the ghastly Knurls would not let Rindercella go. Rindercella's muggly other and her two sad blisters went out to buy some fancy fresses to wear to the fancy ball, but Rindercella could not go because all she had to wear was some old rurty dags. Finally, the night of the fancy ball arrived, and Rindercella just capped down and swried. Suddenly, there was a huge fang, and there appeared before her Gary Fodmother. And she touched a pig bumpkin and 6 mite rice with her wedgic mond, and there appeared before her a covely loach and Hicks white saucers to take her to the festival. Now the Gary Fodmother said to Rindercella, Rindercella, you must be home before midnight or you'll burn into a tubkin. When Rindercella arrived at the fancy hall, the pransome Hince met her at the door. He had been watching behind a wooden window, and Rindercella and the pransome Hince danced all night, and they lell and fuff. Finally, the mid-clock struck night, and Rindercella staced down the rears, and just as she beached the bottom, she slopped her dripper. The very next day, the pransome Hince went all over the Cornfountry looking for the beautiful girl who had slopped her dripper. Finally, he came to Rindercella's house. He tried the last slipper on Rindercella's muggly other, and it fidn't it. Then he tried it on her two siggly usters, and it fidn't it. Then he tried it on Rindercella, and it fibbed it. It was exactly the sight rise. So, Rindercella and the pransome Hince were married and lived happily ever hapwards. Now, the storl of the Maury is this. If you go to a fancy fall and want to have a pransome Hince loll and fuff with you, don't forget to slop your dripper.